Okay, so I dropped this video about a year ago, and to be honest, when I released it, I just thought maybe a couple hundred people are gonna check it out, and just get some useful tips on how to exchange the driver's license. So to my surprise, a lot of you guys hit up the comment section and were asking some questions, which some of them I did answer, and some of them I really did not have any feedback to give. And to be honest, it was really my first time on YouTube, so I really wasn't getting notifications that I was getting comments in the comment section, only until I jumped onto the YouTube Studio app. But anyway, this video is not about that. This video is finally addressing all the questions that you guys have asked me in the comment section of the previous video about changing your non-British license into a British license. That's whether you can exchange it or get it from scratch. So I'm basically going to be answering the most common questions that have been asked on the comment section of the previous video. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to answer them as best as possible. And then I'm also going to be answering a couple more other frequently asked questions. Also, guys, one more other thing. I realized that I needed to change the name of this channel because I'm primarily going to be focusing on this. Basically, people who are migrating from other countries coming into the UK and they want to look to, get their license from scratch, exchange, how to go about it, how to buy a car insurance, etc. So this channel has gone through a whole new rebranding. That's exactly what I want to be talking about. I have a website. It's going to be linked in the description down below. Basically just useful articles for you guys to read and, get to know what you need to know. And I also created a web app as well to help you find out if you are eligible or not, which I have shot another video and you can go and check that out. The link will be in the description down below just to help you get started in terms of whether you can exchange your driver's license or not. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay, let's get started. Question number 1. I didn't send a passport photo. Will they send it back? Yes. If you don't include a passport photo and the DVLA doesn't already have a recent one on file, they will return your application. Always include a UK standard passport photo unless your photo card license was issued within the last 5 years. All right, now on to the next one. I'm a student. Can I exchange my South African license? Now, obviously, this is directly from the comment section. So if you come from any of the designated countries, this question also applies to you. Okay, so yes, South Africa is one of the UK designated country list, but your SA license must have been issued before you became a UK resident. If you got it after moving here, it won't be accepted. Also, you must have been in the UK for at least 185 days before applying. Okay, next question. I got my SA license, SA South Africa. After becoming a UK citizen, can I still exchange? No. The DVLA only allows exchanges for licenses issued before you became a UK resident. If you're already living in the UK when it was issued, you'll need to start with a provisional and take the tests. So yeah, in that circumstance, these are the steps that you're going to need to follow. All right. Question number 4. I sent my passport and I haven't got anything back after 2 weeks, sorry. What now? Right. So exchanges typically take 3 to 4 weeks. So in my case, it actually took 2 weeks. So I submitted my application. It came back in 2 weeks. And then what happened? Something happened. I can't remember, but I needed to send it back because I think I forgot to include something or something along those lines. And then a week later, I got my UK driver's license. So it all depends, right? So if you need your passport urgently for travel, just call the DVLA. You can request to return before the application is complete. But just for a note, this process can take 4 to 6 weeks, so in some cases it all just depends, if there's any public holidays or anything of that sort, it could take longer than expected, but usually it takes 3 to 4 weeks. But just always keep in mind that the process could take longer, and if you are worried, just contact them. Right? Okay, so next question. Can I still exchange if I had a UK provisional before? Yes. Having a provisional license doesn't stop you from exchanging a full foreign license, as long as it was issued before UK residency and from a designated country. All right. So yeah, you can still go ahead and do it. That's not an issue. All right, question number 6. My NZ is New Zealand, all right, or NZ. My NZ and Australian license expires in 2021. Can I still exchange? Now, this one's a bit tricky, okay? The DVLA may accept expired licenses if they expired within the last 5 years. Include a cover letter explaining your situation, but no, it's not a guarantee, right? So, for example, maybe you left New Zealand, Australia, any of the designated country or the EU countries. Maybe you traveled or whatever the situation was, we were not able to renew the license. There is still a chance that it can be exchanged without you starting the process from scratch, but it has to be within the last 5 years. If you've exceeded that, then that option will not be available to you. Okay. Next question. Do I need to return my UK provisional when exchanging with SA license, your South African license? And again, this is all other designated countries. Yes, if you already have a UK provisional included in your application, it will be cancelled once you receive the full license. So again, guys, just a note. If you are going to be exchanging your license from any of the designated countries, you are not going to get that license back. So you're basically giving up your country's driver's license, right? So if you're from South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, etc., you're going to give up that license and they're going to give you your UK British driver's license. So you won't be able to have that license anymore. Okay. How long does it take to get my UK driver's license after applying? So like I said, it usually takes 3 to 4 weeks, but delays can happen. Use signed for delivery when posting documents and contact DVLA if it's been over 4 weeks. So if 4 weeks have elapsed and you haven't got any response back from them, then do your due diligence and just give them a call just to find out how far in the process of the license exchange. All right. Next question. I've had my South African license for 3 months now. Can I exchange it? All right. Only if you are not a UK resident at the time it was issued. If it was issued before you moved here and you've been in the UK for 185 days, then yes. So for example, or basically, if you move to the UK, all right, become a resident, go back to South Africa, get your driver's license, and then come back and want to exchange it, that can't happen, right? So you're going to have to get your license from whichever country you're from. And again, designated countries, okay, the countries which are listed on the Gov website or on the DVLA website. And then that's the only condition in which you can exchange your driver's license, is that you have had to have acquired that license before moving here to the UK, right? So if you get it only after you've moved here, then that option, again, is not available to you. Next question. I'm in the UK Navy with an immigration exemption card. Which number should I use? Use the serial number on your immigration exemption document. It confirms your legal status to the DVLA. You can also include your passport number for extra clarity. All right. What document do I send to the DVLA? That's the next question. Complete a D1 form. All right. So that one you can either do an online application or you can request one from the post office. Is it from the post office? You can request one online, all right, and they'll send it to you via mail, or you can go directly to your nearest post office and you can also get the form from there, all right. Original foreign license, like I spoke of before. UK provisional one, if you have one. So if you arrived here, you're on your foreign driver's license, but you got a provisional UK license, then you need to hand that in as well in the application. Passport or immigration proof. So the law changed. I think that was last year, October, where they stopped issuing BRPs here in the UK. So what's used now is an eVisa, right? So you're going to have a UK VI account, if I'm not mistaken, and you'll need to print a proof of residence. You need to take a screenshot once you're logged in, and then you go to your account and it brings up your eVisa status, and that number should be linked to your passport. All right. You can print out a screenshot of that and submit it alongside your passport, or you can just send your passport by itself. But I would say, just send both to be on the safe side. You know what I mean? And what I mean be on the safe side, as in they don't need to get back to you for that information. So just send everything that they need at once if you want the process to go as smooth and as quickly as possible. All right. One passport photo and a £43 fee by check, postal order, or card sent to the DVLA. Right. So those are the ways that you can or those are the documents that you will need to submit when you want to exchange your license. Right. I don't have a BRP. This is the next question. I don't have a BRP, only an eVisa. What do I send? All right. So like I said, since 31st of October 2024, the UK stopped issuing BRPs. If you arrived after that date, your immigration status is now digital via an eVisa. So here's what to do. Log into your UK VI account, print a screenshot showing your eVisa status and visa conditions, include your UK VI reference number or GWF number in your application. This replaces the BRP in your DVLA documents. If you only have a passport stamp, apply for a digital non-time limit and NTL. eVisa first. All right. So that's how you go about it. Like I said, they stopped issuing that BRP. We're now on to eVisas. This is the way you do it. All right. Bonus questions, right? So now these are some of the commonly asked questions. These are the comments these are the questions that are not in the comment section of the previous video. Guys, if I haven't answered any of your questions, leave them in the comments of this video. And the next time I do a Q&A, trust me, it won't be after a year. Okay. I want to stay consistent on this channel, and I will make an effort, to do at least a Q&A once or twice a month, just to address any questions that you guys may have. Right. So some bonus questions. Can I drive while I wait for my license exchange? Only if your foreign license is valid and you're within the first 12 months of UK residency. Once you post your license to the DVLA, stop driving until the UK license arrives. All right. So if you land here with your foreign license from a designated country, you can still continue driving for up to 12 months. In fact, some insurance companies will even insure you, so you can get a car and then, drive, with your foreign license. But guys, time limit 12 months. All right. After 185 days, just be sure to get your driver's license exchanged if you're planning to be here for a long period of time. Or, if you're planning to be here for a short period of time and you're just wondering if you can drive in this country with your foreign license, you can. But again, just make sure that it is part of the designated countries. All right. What if my name is different on my license and my passport? Include proof of name change, like a marriage certificate or a legal document with your application. Just for clarification, guys. For clarification, just make sure that you leave no room of doubt, basically. Now, you've heard me say designated country throughout this whole video. All right. So what is a designated country? What is a designated country? It's a country the UK has an exchange agreement with, like South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, the UAE. Check the full list in the article linked below. And that's basically my article. You can also go to the .gov website. I have all the links in the description down below. I've also written a blog article about this. You can go check out the article as well. So basically, all the countries that the UK have an agreement with so that you guys can drive in our country with your foreign license up to 12 months, those are the designated countries. If your country does not appear on that list, guys, I'm going to stress this. Just know that you cannot drive. There's no way around it. Your country does not have an agreement with the UK. Some countries used to have an agreement, but they no longer have an agreement. So just go on the website and check. And like I said, I did create an app that lists all the countries, so you can just pick and choose to see if your country's there. And if it's not, it'll basically walk you through the process of what you need to do in both cases. But yeah, that is for another video, which if you guys want to check out, it is going to be over here. So you can just click on it and you can go and check out that video. But guys, once again, apologies for the delay. All right. I know it's been a year and I will become more consistent on this channel. Like I said, this channel has now changed from Urban Black Panda to DriveReadyUK, where I'll be giving you all this information that you need to know. Right behind me is my e-bike. So if you guys want to know anything about electric bikes in the UK, let me know. I can also film a video just to give you guys what the brief is in terms of the laws, what you can and cannot buy in terms of like the power output of the bike, you know, if you can have a throttle or not and whatever. But yeah, this is what I use sometimes for daily commutes. I love it. It's a Coolux BK29. It's basically like a Hitway 29 if you know anything about electric bikes. But yeah, like I said, if you want to check out the video on how to, not the video, but if you want to check out, yes, the video, sorry, on how to use the app that I created, just click over here. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Ciao.